Hey everybody, Fox Rose here, and welcome back to Pokemon Colosseum. If you've been watching up to this point, great, you lasted through that fucking hour-long video yesterday. And I'm sorry that it became that long, but stupid story elements kept me from finishing up quicker. But anyways, the real story elements in this game won't be showing up until later on in this video, so I'll just be jumping right into the list. And we'll be doing my top 10 favorite Generations 5 and 6 Pokemon in this video. Now, I'm just going to say right now, Generation 5 is like my all-time favorite generation. So, if there's a bit of bias there, until Sun and Moon come out, I'm sorry. But, just saying it right now, so with that out of the way, let's get started. Coming in at number 10, we have Crocodile. This thing literally is the land version of Feraligatr, and everybody knows how much I love Feraligatr. And Crocodile is low on the list because the other Pokemon from Generation 5 spoke to me so much more, and like I've said before, bug types are like my all-time favorite Pokemon. This generation was filled with good bug types, and I do mean filled. It's like nearly filled to the brim with great bug types, and the dark and ghost types also got some great love in this generation too. Whereas dragons, good god, this is where dragons became broken, so there you go. And Crocodile is one of those types. It's a dark type, and it definitely got a lot of love. In fact, it's on Ash's team in Generation 5. And other than those reasons, I don't really have a reason for liking it. It's just one of those Pokemon that's really cool, and I like its concept. Plus, dark red and black, two of my favorite colors. Just beautiful. Coming in at number 9, we have Mienfoo, or Mindfoo, or Mienfoo, however you want to fucking say it. But this little guy is one of my favorites because of the fact that when Generation 5 was first coming out, I saw this little guy and I was like, whoa, this is gonna be like the new Mankey! Because when I was a kid, I really enjoyed Mankey and Primeape from the show, because they were just so funny, right? But now that I've seen Mienfoo and everything, I still really like it. It's definitely got that two-stage evolution of a fighting type thing down for itself, so I think that's great. And the fact that it does what it can just for about any fight from what I've seen, I like it a lot. Plus, I won't deny that I have used one before in the Elite Four, and it evolved to Mienshao after fighting with Grimsley. And honestly, it's one of those best fights I'll never forget. Just one of those fights, if anyone knows what I'm talking about right there. And shit, Skiplim's gonna faint. But yeah, that's why Mienfoo is number 5 on my, not number 5, number 9 on my list. Coming in at number 8, we have the big bad ghostly golem himself, Golurk. And Golurk, I don't know how to describe my love for Golurk, other than it's just got some great attributes about it. It's a giant blue golem, it's got a spirit inside it, and there's so much saying that it could have easily had an Alolan form. Like, the people of Unova created it out of clay. The people in frickin' Alola could have made it out of wood. See? There's all different kinds of interpretations for different Pokemon. And an Alolan form Golurk would actually do it good. Especially considering we have 2 ghost grass types in this new generation. One of them being Decidueye, and the other not being officially revealed yet, but hey. Just saying it right there. Anyways, and Golurk, I don't know why, but it just reminds me of like Voltron or something. It's got one of those vibes, if anyone knows what I'm talking about. It's got like one of those gigantic robot vibes that needs to be like a threat. And dear God, it is a threat. But yeah, that's why I personally enjoy it. Number 7 is Excadrill, and Excadrill I have no other reason for liking other than it just looks cool. And Excadrill's got an amazing type combination for Generation 5, Ground and Steel. And this was an amazing combination due to the fact that it was just a fast, powerful Pokemon with Sand Rush as an ability, and they played off each other so well. It was just different to see, if that makes sense. It probably doesn't when I just keep saying, does that make sense? But I have no other way to describe it. It's just one of those feelings, if that makes sense. But there I go again. But other than that, I don't really like Excadrill other than the fact that it just looks cool. I always had a thing for moles when I was a kid, and this is definitely one of those cases of Pokemon. Fuck, I completely talked over that one. Okay. Coming in at number 6, we have one of my favorite creepy crawlies from this generation, Scolipede. And Scolipede hits like a fucking truck. Like, it's one of the fastest bug-type Pokemon in all of Generation 5. It's got some of the best stats out of Generation 5. And it's literally a better Beedrill. A better Beedrill. How often do you hear someone say that? Not only just about a common Pokemon that you could find literally anywhere in the wild before, but about comparing it to an older Pokemon that was actually kind of decent after Generation 6. Hang on a second. Good luck on my way, good luck on my way, good luck on my way. But yeah, frickin' Scolipede was just amazing to see in game, and I personally love its design. I love all of the Pede designs in that generation line, because Venipede is like my all-time favorite singular bug-type Pokemon. It's not on the list because I only did one per evolution line, but when it comes to starting bugs, oh yeah, Scolipede is definitely one of my favorites. Coming in at number 5, we have Galvantula. And why Galvantula? Well, first of all, Vikavolt mind dig anybody? But in all seriousness, it's the first electric bug-type Pokemon, and other than that, I have no reason to like it. Good luck on my way, good luck on my way, good luck on my way. Yeah! But Galvantula is just one of those Pokemon that I've enjoyed ever since the moment I saw it, even though I personally am not a fan of spiders. It's kind of like the Spinarak thing all over again, just a lot more of a menacing version of the Pokemon. Plus, Joltik is too fucking cute not to like. You can't tell me otherwise. But yeah, I don't know what else to say other than it was just one fun Pokemon to play around with, and I personally wish that Vikavolt will be the same experience in Generation 7. Coming in at number 4, we have the only true Bug-type Legendary, unless Generation 7 introduces another one, Genesect. And Genesect is fucking awesome! It got its own movie against Mewtwo, whether it's the same Mewtwo or not remains to be seen, but it still got a movie fighting Mewtwo, of all Pokemon, and it was just amazing to watch the whole confrontation just go down. And if there's any Pokemon that truly deserves something just as good as it just got, it'd definitely be Genesect. Plus, that's what's the events going on right now in GameStop stuff, so I'd say it's good. And honestly, if there's anything that I could change to Genesect that would make it better in a heartbeat, I think it's explaining or showing what it originally was so that the theories about what it was can stop. Like, have it be a new fossil Pokemon introduced in Generation 7 or something, know what I mean? That'd be a great idea. I mean, they've done that sort of thing in the past before, why not do it now? Besides, Genesect's just one of those really, really cool Pokemon that will stand out the moment that you see it. Coming in at number 3, we have the mascot legendary of White, Zekrom. And Zekrom, good god, I love Zekrom. It was my first time using a legendary immediately after catching it, and I am super glad about that. It just filled so many roles for me, it clicked so many boxes, and even better, it was a Pokemon that didn't suck, that I could easily use. Keep in mind, I had gotten the Celebi and Victini event during my first run of Pokemon White, so you tell me if I actually sucked or not. Just saying, just saying. But yeah, Zekrom is just one of those amazingly cool Pokemon that I will never forget seeing. Coming in at number 2, we have Serperior, and Serperior is a lot different, because I actually started off with Tepig and then Oshawott in my playthroughs of Pokemon White and Black 2, respectively. But I never really used Snivy. And why is that? Well, not because of the fact that Snivy is the worst of them all. God, far from it. It's actually the second best one in the game. But the reason I never really used Serperior is because I thought of trying to beat the gyms the quickest way possible, as well as the Elite Four. And since 2 of the Elite Four members used Pokemon that Emboar could take down, I thought it'd be perfect. Plus, I don't really regret my decision at all. That and the fact that Serperior is a grass snake, and keep in mind, all snakes up to this point were frickin' poison types only. I think it was a perfect justification, and they created a Pokemon with a concept that was used prior, but in a better light, and honestly, I can't thank it enough. Coming in at number 1, the big iconic dragon of this generation that completely dominates almost anything it fights, Hydreigon, or Hydreigon, or however you want to pronounce it. This dark dragon type Pokemon is such a menace. Like, legitimately, it will eat children, it will kill families, it's a monster in its own right. And I think that's why I like it. It's a Pokemon that, yes, is a monster, and it doesn't deny it's a monster, but that's the thing. It doesn't deny what it is, and I think that's what makes it an even better Pokemon. Plus, Hydreigon's the 3-headed dragon Pokemon, which, now that I've been watching a lot of Loxton's Pokemon Reset Theory, makes it an even cooler Pokemon to me in my eyes. Plus the fact that Hydreigon is a dark dragon, which is the first combination of any line we've ever had before. I think it's an amazing Pokemon, especially since it's the first true special attacker out of pseudo-legendaries. Yeah, it's a pseudo, sue me. But here's the thing. It did more to the metagame than Garchomp did in Generation 4. Let me repeat that. Hydreigon did more to the metagame than Garchomp did in Generation 4. You tell me if that's not insane. And for those reasons alone, that is why I thoroughly enjoy the one and only Hydreigon. Plus, fun fact, I actually caught a wild one on my playthrough of X for the first time in the Victory Road route. Yeah, those little shadowy patches that show up from flying Pokemon, yeah, I had caught it there on the waterfall part. I was proud of myself, so very proud. And now, speaking of X and Y, time for Generation 6. And I'm glad that these lists are going through so much quicker than before. Coming into Generation 6, I had a lot of expectations. I knew that there was going to be a lot surprised for me due to the fact that they were just surprising people out the gate like crazy, and the fact that they had gotten leaked online a week prior, which is what happened to Sun and Moon, but I can't talk about it. But the fact that that's what happened to Sun and Moon as well as X and Y, it kind of feels like 3DS has games coming out way too easily. I don't know, it just feels that way to me. Hope that changes with the Nintendo Switch when they make them on that. But anyways, coming in at number 10 on my Generation 6 favorite Pokemon list is the mascot of Y itself, Yveltal, or Yveltal as I call it. And why is Yveltal number 10 on the list? Well, I played through X the first time, then I played through Y, and when I learned that they were literally just the exact same Pokemon, just different movesets and the same stats, yeah, I couldn't bring myself to really putting them any higher on the list. And technically speaking, I could have put Xerneas higher on the list since I have more connections to that, but I didn't. And that's the thing with this generation. There was a lot of stuff that got really good buffs in it, but at the same time, they also nerfed so much. Like, before... I want to say before Generation 6, Salamence was in Uber or banned, and it got bumped down to overused, I think. And that's an example of a Pokemon being nerfed. A Pokemon getting a buff is a great example is Gengar with Mega Gengar, and it was just insane for a boost. Not to mention that wasn't the only Pokemon that got Megas, but hey, I'm not counting Megas, I'm just counting the Pokemon as they are. Coming in at number 9, we have Greninja, and Ash Greninja is going to be an insanely cool Pokemon to use in Pokemon Sun and Pokemon Moon. But here's the thing that has me worried about it. We've only seen what Ash Greninja can do through the demo. And the people that have the data mine haven't put Ash Greninja into the game itself. So meaning, we don't know how it's actually going to compare to other Pokemon of its type combination, like Mega Sharpedo, or Mega Gyarados. We don't know how it's going to fare with other Pokemon, and I honestly am really behind that sort of thing. It's amazing to see what just one change can do to a Pokemon. And from what the data miners found in the Sun and Moon demo, which I can talk about this, apparently Battle Bond acts as an even stronger Mega Evolution for Ash Greninja, and it's an insanely good buff from what I've seen. Plus, since I can't talk about it, but I will say this, Ash Greninja is easily one of the best Water-type Pokemon out of Generation 7. Easily. It's just an insane buff from what I've seen. Coming in at number 8, we have Clauncher. And why do I like Clauncher? Well, I always had a thing for Krabby, Kingler, Corphish, Crawdon, and now Clauncher. I just like that kind of creature, like sea bottom dweller, bottom feeder creatures like crabs and lobsters always caught my interest. Why? I don't know. Plus, it's a blue lobster kind of Pokemon. I think it's great. Plus, it's based on the freaking pistol shrimp. A shrimp that actually has a gun hand. A natural gun hand that uses air. And if you look anything up on the pistol shrimp, it is amazing footage to see it in action. And then, next up, number 7, is the other cool Water-type Pokemon that was introduced, Dragalge. Dragalge was just a great Pokemon to have in battle, because it was a fairy killer, but at the same time it was weak to fairies. And if you're a Pokemon player, you will know that fairy killers are very useful when you need them. And the fact that Dragalge was one that you could find early on, even though you had to get a ridiculous level up process and evolving process for it, it was still worth it when you got Dragalge because it was just that good of a Pokemon. Plus Skrelp was a really neat take on an offensive Tentacool. At least I remember it being more offensive than Tentacool was. I don't know, I may be talking about my ass there. But that's what I remember it being, and that's what I'll always remember it being, because it was just a really cool Pokemon to see in battle, and plus, it's just really funky looking. And if you know anything about the marine life, you will know that all wildlife underwater usually does look funky compared to stuff on land. So, there you go there. Let's see, coming in at number 6, we have one of the 2 best fossil Pokemon that came out of this generation, Tyrantrum. And I love Tyrantrum's design. It's literally a T-Rex with other T-Rex-like creatures from the past's design elements in its design, and it just works and looks beautiful all together. And the fact that it's got strong jaw makes it even more iconic of the T-Rex, because T-Rexes didn't really have anything other than their gigantic mouths to frickin' eat from, to like do anything to hunt for. All they did was use their gigantic fricking mouths, and that is insane to think of. Plus, when you look at chickens nowadays, you don't think of them as the predecessors to T-Rexes, but that's true. They actually were. So literally, Blaziken is probably just Tyrantrum in disguise. Oh, that's a great concept. But yeah, that's why a lot of people enjoy Tyrantrum when it comes to a scientific level. But as a Pokemon itself, I just super enjoy it. It's been one of my guilty pleasures out of Generation 6. Even though it's not technically a good Pokemon, but I will always enjoy it for those reasons. And hang on just a moment. Okay. Coming in at number 5, we have the most destructive bird in all of Generation 6, Talonflame. Talonflame, good god, where do I begin with Talonflame? Talonflame was broken the moment the egg hatched, if you want to put it that way. But in all seriousness, Talonflame was just overpowered as fuck. And I don't know what else to say. Its Gale Wings is great, its Flame Body is great, because you can fly and you still get a good egg hatching buddy. And the Pokemon itself is just really, really good. I don't know what else to say other than that. It's just an all-around great Pokemon, and I can't wait to see it in Generation 7. Even though I heard that it did get a nerf, but I want to see it for myself if it really did. I mean, I might actually try my hand at real competitive battling, other than just gathering statistics like I normally do. So, there's that. And the fact that Talonflame was the regional bird and yet it does so well in the game is insane. Coming in at number 4, we have the best ghost type out of Generation 6, Aegislash. Aegislash is fucking awesome. Now, before anyone goes off my head and tries to kill me and shit, let me explain why I like it. And the big reason why I like this Pokemon is because I love swords. I love swords to death. I love watching ghost shows. I've seen Ghost Adventures like 1,000 times. I've seen some of other ghost shows as well. And this is just the perfect mix to me of 2 of my favorite things in life coming together as one. And the fact that it's got some amazing stats and great appearance. God, the appearance is great, especially the shiny. Which, if anyone could get me a shiny Aegislash, I will happily trade them whatever. I will happily trade them the Aegislash I did my whole frickin' playthrough of X with. I'm not even joking there. It's just one of those Pokemon that I need the shiny Aegislash in my life, if that makes sense. But that's the big reason why I enjoy it. Other than that, Aegislash had my back a lot in X and Y when I did my whole first playthrough. And when it comes to the 2 big steel types of Generation 6, being Aegislash and Klefki, I prefer Aegislash. It's just got a better design, and I can use it a lot more in battle. But that's why Aegislash is number 4 on my list. Coming in at number 3, we have Avalugg. And Avalugg is literally the only good ice type to come out of Generation 6. I mean, you can count Aurorus, but it's not a pure ice type. And why am I even considering Avalugg instead of something else? Simple. Avalugg just had some great stats. It looked like an aircraft carrier, which I have a major respect for any army, not just my own. But I don't know. It's just one of those Pokemon where it's like, I saw it and I wanted to use it once, and I did, and it worked out fabulously. But other than that, I don't really have a reason for liking Avalugg. But I think it just reminds me of the old days with Cloyster being like top dog of the ice types. So I think that's kind of why I like it so much. And now, we're getting down to the wire. And crap, I just realized I put down Aegislash in 2 different spots. Well, I didn't really get a chance to talk about it before, but now I'm going to talk about it. And number 2 on my list is not Aegislash again, because, good God, that thing was broken. But in all seriousness, my second favorite Pokemon out of the entire generation was Goodra. And Goodra just... it's a pure Dragon type, and it does its job well. That's not something you say a lot about pure Dragon types. But it's one of those few Pokemon that's just a pure type that does its job well, and it really does look adorable. I won't deny that it looks adorable. In fact, if I had to choose between Goodra and Dragonair, I'd probably choose Goodra. One, because I haven't gotten a Goodra because I can never get it to evolve in the fucking rain. And 2, it's just one of those Pokemon that looks adorable, is good in battle. It's the first defensive pseudo-legendary. And I don't know, it's just one of those Pokemon, if that makes sense. Don't really have much else to say about Goodra other than that, and the one that Ash has is a great Pokemon. But yeah, other than that, I think that's it for Goodra. And now, my number 1 favorite Generation 6 Pokemon is... drumroll please. Delphox. Delphox I love to bits. It's the first fire starter that is a fox, which I'm not saying it's ever going to be the first and maybe second, but it's the first fire starter we ever got to be a fox. And what's the channel again? Fox Rose. I love foxes to bits, and Delphox was an amazing sight for me to see when I got to have it on my team. Plus, the fact that Delphox kind of sweeped the entire region when I was going on my first playthrough of Pokemon X. Yeah. I love this Pokemon way too much, and if I had to choose any other Pokemon to be on this list, it definitely wouldn't top my love for Delphox. Delphox just has a very well-knit place in my heart, and I'm never going to forget it. In fact, my good old friend Pikazilla actually still has my old Delphox, and why did I even trade it in the first place, even though it was my starter of Generation 6? Well, she wanted a Delphox, and I knew she would take good care of it. She won't trade it away. Plus, she traded me one of her favorite Pokemon out of her Generation 6 playthrough, so I thought, why not? I know she'll be in good hands. Yes, my Delphox was a she. I didn't soft reset or anything. I started out in X and Y, day 1. First time playing the game with a female Fennekin. True story. And I'm never going to forget it. It's just one of those Pokemon that I'll always love to bits, and it's one of the few starters that I ever actually got really connected to. I don't know, it's hard to explain. But there you have it. That's my take on Generations 5 and 6 for the top 10 favorite Pokemon of each generation. And the episode's not going to end just yet. In fact, we're going to go to the next Shadow Pokemon trainer, and then the episode's going to end. And before I even do that, I've got to do about 2 more battles, I think. Because I've got this next guy who uses nothing but Lotads for an opponent, who actually is holding some great items behind him. And the weird thing is, he doesn't fight you the first time. Yeah, he doesn't fight you the first time. But, come on, give me the items, thank you. But, the moment you've got the Ultra Balls, you could have actually just fought him like that, but I wanted to surprise you guys. But Noxie literally uses nothing but Lotads, which is kind of foresight for you in the future. Because Noxie fights very similarly to Mirror B. And Mirror B is one of those great trainers, plus the fucking music that plays during Mirror B's fight is fucking jumping and shooting and jump and shoot. I just really like the music in Mirror B's fight. It's one of those iconic soundtracks that you could never get out of your head. It's kind of like the Red and Lance theme battle from Gold and Silver. And it's just amazing to hear that kind of music in a Pokemon game. Because, yeah, Pokemon has had some gems in the past, but they've never had gems in the past. They've had good soundtracks, but never great ones. And when you hear great Pokemon music, you think immediately of the anime. Immediately of the anime. And everyone knows that the anime isn't the only one that has good music. So, whenever I hear that Pokemon has got good music, I always automatically go to the games to actually listen to the song track that people are talking about. And then I'll see for myself if it's really a good track or not. Plus, the fact that Mirror B is literally the first true boss fight in the game, yeah, it makes you feel special. Also, that fucking fro of his is just stupidly big. You see that thing and you're like, I didn't know someone could have the Death Star on their head. And that's like what a lot of people think when they first see him, because that fucking fro is so big. It really is that big. Like, I've seen people cosplay Mirror B. Yes, there have been Mirror B cosplayers. And every time I see them cosplay Mirror B, I'm like, how the fuck does that not fall off your head? And even better, they've done the Mirror B of this game and Gale of Darkness. Which, the one in Gale of Darkness is my personal favorite. It's got that smooth jazz. Know what I mean? Also, sorry if that snap was loud. I just tend to have very good fingers for snapping. Like, yeah. That was right next to the microphone, but away from the microphone behind my head. Yeah. That should give you an idea of how loud my snapping is. And I won't deny, I can do that stupid, like, forgive me for being racist temporarily, but it's true. That stereotypical black woman thing, where they just, like, snap and do the neck swivel. I can do that very well when I'm just being stupid with Sav. And she laughs her ass off so much every time. But anyways, this guy was a good training dummy. Now we get to go and fight the real frickin' Pokemon trainer with the Shadow Pokemon. And what Shadow Pokemon is it? Well, it's a Generation 3 Shadow Pokemon. So, there's a difference already. In fact, the Pokemon in this cave that are Shadow Pokemon are... nearly all of them are Generation 3. And one of them is a fighting type, the other is a flying type. I won't say any more than that, but there you go. And also, there is a meme Pokemon that is going to be coming up as a Shadow Pokemon, which ironically is a lot easier to catch in this game than it is in any other. Go figure, right? But now, time for the Shadow Pokemon battle. God, the next whole thing is gonna be frickin' long. We're only halfway through the cave. I don't think we're even halfway right now. But after this battle, I'm gonna go save, and then I'm gonna call it an episode, because this video has been going on long enough. I know the last one was over an hour long, but I'm sorry about that. It didn't want to go up when I wanted it to, even. That should say something. And I just want to get this shit done so that I can get this episode up for you guys, and hopefully everything else goes well. Plus, tomorrow is Thursday. The day I'm recording this is Wednesday. Tomorrow is Thursday, and I cannot wait to get Pokemon Sun and Pokemon Moon at midnight, because I pre-ordered them, and yeah, I'm gonna enjoy myself a lot. Oh, shiitake mushrooms. Fuck. Come on, for it. Damn it! Just not enough, huh? Oh, now you're gonna hurt someone. Okay, I see how you are. Barely a dent in your health. Great. Just great. Now time for Slugma. Come on out. Hopefully you've got a fire-type move at your disposal right now. Just so you can get that stab bonus. And just so I don't... Fucking hell. I was just gonna say, just so I don't have to keep using Shadow Rush with you. Because it's spam, spam, and more spam. But, there you go. Whoop, there it is. Whoop, there it is. I'm going to break you, Meditite. Fucking Slugma! This better not divulge into a freaking call fest for you. And the thing is, the Macargo that you get from this Slugma is actually really good. Like, really good, and fuck you, Meditite. Come on. Yes! Thank you, Slugma. Fuck. I'm using Remoraid now. Fuck. Oh, great. Just great. Okay, I think it's time we try Pokeball on a Meditite. Do the glitch. And then Shadow Rush Null. Good luck on my way, good luck on my way, good luck on my way. Okay, time for a Great Ball. You're gonna wanna Remoraid. No, you're going for Furret. Why go for Furret? Remoraid's a lot weaker. Why go for... Oh. What the fucking Remoraid? I swear to the Lord. Ooh. And the fact that Remoraid has only Shadow Rush is not good here. Good luck on my way, good luck on my way, good luck on my way. Yeah, baby! Phew! Who you going for? Furret? Figured. Well, time to just rush him. Fuck, Furret, what the hell? And oh, phew. Wait. No, 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 no. Fuck. Oh, time to pull out Mantine. Okay, just Shadow Rush the bugger. Boom! You're kidding me. Remoraid, you better end this. Fuck Remoraid, fuck. At this rate, Remoraid's not even gonna level up when we get it to Purify. Come on, Quillfish. There. 2 water types. Which one do you think you're gonna crush now, huh? Suck a nut. I'm just glad that Quillfish ends up getting Surf upon level up instead of having to earn it. Yes, your Pokemon were shut down, Twan. Anyways, I think we're done with this episode. And yeah, we're done with this episode. So thank you all so much for watching today's video. If you liked the video, hit the like button, comment in the comment section below your tips, tricks, and all that shite. Subscribe if you're new, favorite the video if you want, but who the hell favorites videos these days? Next time, we'll be talking about my top 10 favorite Pokemon out of Generation 7. And keep in mind, when these names are put up, I will be using the official names if they have come out, and if not, I will be using the names that were shown via the data miners and hackers who got the game early. So with that said, I'm gonna heal, and then this is Fox Rose, and I'm telling you all, hope you enjoy Sun and Moon. I know I will. Oh, it's a special question for you guys. What is your starter going to be now that you've seen all of the stages and have seen everything to do with Pokemon Sun and Moon at this point, since it's all over the internet? I'm going to be one of those people who ends up getting all 3 of them at once, so it doesn't quite matter to me, but I just want to know what you guys think. Let me know in the comments down below. Anyways, this is Fox Rose, and I'm telling you all to rock and roll, do some